Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in the Buzz, a local man is facing charges because he's accused of performing an operation on his own dog. Alan MacQuittie admits that he performed the surgery himself because his 14-year-old labrador Nakita had a cyst. He says he did it because he didn't have any money to pay for a vet and thinks it was the right thing to do. Take a listen.
Cruelty to an animal to me is like somebody going around and carrying the animal around by their foot or the tail or beating the hell out of it. That's cruelty. But trying to help an animal, no, that's not cruelty.
Especially when you have to cut into an animal's flesh. You need to have proper anesthesia, proper medication. This was totally an act of ignorance on the part of the owner.
So what do you guys think? I mean, people are saying this is animal cruelty. Does this fit what you normally think of when you think animal cruelty?
I think he was right when animal cruelty is beating an animal or not feeding it properly. Sometimes you go into these houses and there's, they're
malnourished. They
exactly.
have matted down hair.
I think he had the best intentions. It was his dog. I'm sure he loved it. He was trying to help it, but the bottom line is you can't be doing that. You can't, because now, and I hate to see the guy get fined or any of these charges stick, but you kind of have to, something's got to happen, or else people are going to start doing this now.
What do you think, Vince?
I'm kind of on the fence, I really don't know.
Well, I tell you what, I think I can see it from both sides, because if, vet bills are so expensive. I mean, you were talking about a procedure your dog had done, my dog, thousands and thousands of dollars, not to mention the fact that a lot of these vets don't have portable prescriptions. So if you're buying medication for the aftercare, you have to buy it from the vet because they won't release the portable prescription to go to pet meds or that sort of thing. And with this state having such a high unemployment rate, we see every day on Eyewitness News at noon, you and I have both done this, where we bring in the pets on Monday to offer them up for adoption, and time after time after time, they say we just simply couldn't afford it. And so I think this might be something that we see even more of in the future. What do you think, Vince?
I'm curious as to how he got the dog back. How does he still have the dog?
Yeah, if there are animal cruelty charges, why was he allowed to have that dog?
So I'd like to know the answer to that.
Well, I tell you what, I know that also some of the other facts that you and Courtney had shared with me this morning were that he tried to give him some sort of Oragel.
And he said he did it in the military. He said he had military training, of doing that type of operation. Just the fact he was using the Oragel and trying to really take care of the dog, and then he bandaged it. I don't think he obviously was trying to hurt the animal. He's trying to help it, but the bottom line is, people are going to start doing this now if he gets away with it.
Well, and the other thing, too, is what you don't realize is you may be actually costing yourself even more money because it's not a sterile environment. You don't have, something could happen, that dog could bleed out. Next thing you know, you have an even bigger bill.
The dog ended up getting infected, so he needed a second surgery anyway.
Very interesting, yeah.
So.
I want to throw it over to Courtney Caligiuri, because, Courtney, what was interesting in this story is that the Rhode Island SPCA is saying they have money for people who are facing financial difficulties. I don't know how deep that well is, but certainly there are a lot of people who are struggling to take care of their animals right now.
Yeah, that's some of the points folks on Facebook are making. They're saying who isn't strapped for cash these days, but they have thought of some other alternatives, so I can share some of those with you right now from the live blog. Let's take a look at that on foxprovidence.com. This one's from JB, says, I would do what it takes, but not my own surgery. I draw the line there. And this one's from Lisa. She said, I would try to do what I could to save my dog because they are like our kids, and we do what we could to save our human kids, but I'd borrow money or talk with the vet about making payments or something. She says the vet needs to be more flexible on payments to help people out. Here's our poll on foxprovidence.com. What would you do whatever it takes to save your family pet? A, absolutely, I'd spare the expense. B, no, I have to draw the line somewhere. Or C, not sure, it depends on the situation. We've also posted that story with a little more information on it if you do want to read more about it. And here's a look at Facebook right now. And Adam Blessing said, who isn't strapped for cash these days? And Christine Mary said, this is the kind of situation I save my credit card for. And, a couple of others are saying, I hope the dog's okay. Of course, I do whatever it takes. So a lot of folks are just looking for other ways to get around something like this. But if you feel differently, you want to weigh in at home, you can hop on Facebook or the live blog. We'll share some of your comments in a bit. But I'll be back at the end of the show with your poll results. For now,